Yep. See how I'm here now? Yeah. That's because your natural reaction is to run.
Yeah, run.
Run, and then I'm here. I'm just staying here. So now I'm here. Here.
Давай, coach. Ah! Woo! Ah! They're both against me because they want me to lose. No. I was doing it when we were together. It was 3.3. And like somehow, and when he did 4.0.
Keep going. Like this doesn't happen all day. But I'm always staying outside where you can't really hit me.
Yeah.
Contender. It would be an impressive win if he gets it done. Mauricio Huffy is no joke. Arman Tsarukyan has been out of the cage for a long time. He hasn't fought in a while. You know, I can't remember when the Dan Hooker fight was. It wasn't as long ago as we think it was. But he's been out for a while. I would say close to a year. He's been doing nothing but grappling. So if there's a time that Huffy's going to be sharp in the first round and catch a guy like Arman, this might be it. Arman's had tricky fights before against lower level comp where he has been hurt against guys like Joaquim Silva and other opponents like this. But I've got Arman here. I've got Arman by submission. And if it was this or no Arman fight, no major fight in the co-main event, I'll accept it. Maybe they were planning on doing Arman versus Oliveira, but decided to just keep Oliveira aside for Gaethje. Because even though Gaethje went to war with Superior, he's not going to be out for a crazy...
It does appear to be a true #1 contenders match, but this is a very big deal that Arman and Ruffy are now off the board. It's a very big deal. I mean, the big question of what is next for Justin Gaethje. And we're not going to know what's next just by listening to Justin, but if that's what we're going to take for now, for our clues, like by example, Justin says, I'm not going to do any rematches. Now, that doesn't actually mean that he won't do a rematch, by example. But let's operate under that. If he's not going to do a rematch, Ruffy was a legitimate possibility. Tsarukyan, very clear #1 contender. So now if you're not doing rematches, you're taking Paddy off the table, you're taking Max Holloway off the table, and you're taking...
It's been almost a bloody year. Yes, he's the master of the side quest. Yeah, he's out there wrestling at RAF, he's doing all kinds of shit.
Ele tem mais armas do que você. Você é só cara de uma arma só. Que comentário que você tem pra ele?
Cara, eu não sou cara de falar muito. Fala, rapaziada, tô muito feliz de estar aqui com vocês. Hey, guys! Bom, estou muito feliz de estar aqui, feliz com a oportunidade. Eu só sei fazer uma coisa dentro do octógono, nocautear meus adversários, eu entro lá para fazer isso. Nem quando venço uma luta por decisão, eu durmo direito, chego em casa. Eu sou um cara que eu amo fazer o que eu faço e vou estar sempre buscando o nocaute. Já que ele vem para me finalizar, me agarrar, eu estou indo para nocautear e que vença o melhor.
Hey guys, I'm very happy to be here. I just want to say one thing. I go into the octagon to knock people out. That's what I like to do. When I don't knock people out, I don't even sleep well at home. It's unfinished business if I win by decision. So I go into the octagon to do one thing, to knock my opponent out. And that's what I'm going to do.
Don't forget how to tap him. I mean, he can think whatever he wants. He's gonna do his job, I'm gonna do my job. But I can knock out and I can wrestle and I can choke, but he has only one weapon, knocked out. So I have more weapons. I can wrestle and I can choke him and I can knock him out. So.
And to go off of that, Ruffy, I don't know if you heard, but Arman said he has more.
Second round, knocked him out. I think it was a straight right hand, right? Beautiful shot, took him. But before that, it was Paris, Benoit Saint-Denis. And Benoit Saint-Denis absolutely ragdolled him before getting a submission due to face crank in the second round, right? And if Benoit Saint-Denis can ragdoll Mauricio Hufi all around the place, then you better bet your bottom dollar that Arman Tsarukyan can.
Now, you see how you grab? Yeah. That's your natural reaction. You're grabbing me at this distance. Don't grab me, right? Don't grab. Good. Yeah, don't grab.
What about if I grab you?
I can. You're
Opening.
You're opening up. I'm forcing you to open.
Yeah, gotcha.
Right?
He's staying busy. He's certainly staying in the public eye with the help of Nina Drama, flying all over the world in his private jet, doing podcasts, just doing appearances, enjoying life, eating caviar, right? Just living it up. The son of a billionaire. Why wouldn't you do that, right? And he's taking on Maurizio Ruffy. Now, Maurizio Ruffy is a very dangerous guy. We saw him at the White.
What you're going to do, you're going to shoot and get the takedown. It could be in the first round. It could be in the fourth round. We asked this to Ruffy. He said he's going for the knockout. You're going in there to hold him. What is your response to Maurizio Ruffy?
It's different. It's different when your manager is telling you something that they told them that you fight. But when you sit with somebody and like shake the hand and then it's... Yes.
You believe him?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Because I reported this as well, and I saw...
So he hasn't been getting a title shot, right? With a win over Maurizio Ruffy, he gets a title shot 100%. And the man who he would face would be Justin Gaethje, because Ali Abdelaziz just came out recently and said Justin is still going to fight. He's going to continue, but he wants only huge fights.
Now here's the thing about Arman. He's had a rough stretch lately. He punched a fan on the way to the octagon, he got a title shot and pulled out at the last minute, and his last fight against Dan Hooker ended with him headbutting his opponent. This guy's been sloppy, but this moment is different because the belt is right there. This is his redemption fight, and it matters that this is happening in Los Angeles with a massive Armenian community supporting him. That's huge for his mental state and energy levels. The wrestling advantage is where things get interesting. Arman trains with some of the best grapplers in the world, and if anyone's going to take Ruffy down and control him, it's Arman. But here's the critical part. He's got to land it clean. One mistake on the feet, one timing issue. And Ruffy's hand speed could catch him slipping because he's been out of the cage for so long. The template for beating Ruffy is already there. Benoit Saint Denis proved you can take him down, and Arman is significantly better at grappling than Saint Denis. The blueprint is simple. Stay on the outside early, don't trade hands with a guy this sharp, set up the takedown off his wild combinations, control him on the ground, and find the submission. If Arman executes this perfectly, he gets the belt and moves straight to Gaethje. But if he comes in rusty, if that year off shows in his first round performance, if he eats one clean Ruffy combination early, that's when you see the hand speed catch him slipping, and he stays out of the title picture for another year. This fight just became everything. The winner fights Justin Gaethje for the belt. This is a legitimate title shot on the line. But here's the problem. These two fighters have completely opposite game plans heading in, and one of them is about to get a serious reality check. The stakes are massive because Arman Tsarukyan has been out of the cage for almost a full year. While he's been training pure grappling with his wrestling camp in Los Angeles, Maurizio Ruffy has been grinding 3 fights in 2024, 3 dominant performances, and he's absolutely smoked everyone in his path. Ruffy's game plan is brutally simple, one weapon, knockout power. He literally told everyone backstage, I go into the octagon to knock people out. When I don't knock people out, I don't even sleep well at home. That's not confidence, that's obsession. But Arman fired back saying he only has one weapon. I have more weapons. And he's right, Arman can strike, he can wrestle, he can submit you, he can hurt you in multiple ways. But here's the reality. Arman hasn't been tested in almost a year while Ruffy has been working constantly. Look at Ruffy's resume. He absolutely smoked Michael Chandler with one-way traffic. He knocked out Rafael Fazenda in the second round with a beautiful straight right hand. And before that, he even took down and submitted Benoit Saint Denis, a legitimate grappler. If Saint Denis can get ragdolled by this guy, what happens when Arman, fresh off a year away from competition, tries to implement his wrestling game plan against someone this sharp and hungry? Here's what Daniel Cormier predicted: Arman by submission. Not by knockout, not by decision submission. And that prediction makes sense because Ruffy has one vulnerability. He's so obsessed with the knockout, so focused on his hands, that his wrestling defense is manageable. The skill differential is just too high in Arman's favor, even with a year off. Looking at the bigger picture, Justin Gaethje doesn't want rematches anymore. He only wants big fights in 2025. So the entire lightweight landscape is shifting, and Arman is the obvious next challenger if he gets past Ruffy. If Ruffy somehow pulls off the upset, that changes everything and you've got a new contender that nobody expected. But real talk, Arman gets this done. Year off or not, the technical advantage is too significant. This fight determines the entire lightweight title picture for 2025, and it's happening soon. So here's my question for you. Does Arman get past Ruffy and into that title fight, or does Ruffy's hand speed and intensity catch him slipping? Drop your prediction in the comments. I want to hear what you think. And if you want more breakdowns like this on every major fight that matters, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.